Congratulations on your purchase of a new custom 20 feet long four-season food trailer by Mobile Business Express. In this video, we're going to go through step by step on how to set up your food trailer and how to troubleshoot it if you have any questions. We're also available at 1-866-623-2262 extension 5, and you can email me at Hameed, Hameed, at mobilebusinessexpress.com. So now in this training video, we're going to start from the exterior. We're going to show you how to set up your trailer once you're ready to operate and start cooking some food. So on the back end, this trailer in itself is going to be hardwired. What that means is once it comes into your location, is going to be hardwired to your building with a 100 amp service. So make sure that it is a 100 amp service. You direct hardwire it, you plug it into location. We're going to give you about 20 feet of electric wiring so that you can run it directly to your panel in your building and still have a little bit of distance away from the building. So starting from the exterior, there are leveling jacks in this trailer itself. We have leveling jacks here at the back. All you do is you open this notch in, you take out the pin, drop it to desired height, then drop the pin again. And this balances your trailer. Now you have two of these in the back. We also have manual jacks in the front, which I'm going to show you in a bit. So you saw the two manual jacks at the back. We also have two vehicle jacks here that are rated for 5,000 pounds each that you can also level up. We're going to give you this manual turning unit as well as a bit for your drill bit, basically that you can put your drill gun on it and turn that on. So you're going to insert that in and then you're going to twist it until you get the desired height. Now, on the outside of the trailer for itself, we also included, you have a big giant window about 6 feet wide, and you also have a giant serving table. Serving tables for all the different condiments and things like that. So it's very easy to operate. Literally just push it up and it clicks into location. And now you can put all of the condiments and paper and napkins and toppings basically right here for your clients and your customers. When you're ready to put it down, especially when you're driving, you want to fold it all the way down. So we actually have right here 3 different brackets that you can see underneath. And we're just going to press these guys in, push them down, and just going to press the last one. And it goes on right into position, and then when it comes to a final position, you make sure you push it in and it locks itself into position, so when you're driving it's not falling apart or it's not opening up, because that could be dangerous. Also, for the outside, we have a giant open neon sign. This attracts a lot of clients and customers, so we included this for you guys. We also have outdoor LED floodlights. These are very, very bright, and it looks amazing. It brings in a lot of attention. You can light up a whole parking spot with these, but they only turn on obviously at nighttime. You'll see their full effect at nighttime, so we'll show you that later on in the video. Now, when you come into the front, you're going to need a 2 5/16 ball if you're ever going to tow this trailer into location. And basically, you level up your jack. You can choose different locations as well for your front hitch. It does have electric brake system in it as well. And this has a new latch style. So once you're ready and latched into your truck, basically close the back end, close the top portion, this locks the ball in, and then you just slide in your pins right into the holes here. And this locks in your ball. Very simple. Now on this side, this is where your water inlet and water outlet is going to be in your food trailer. So you have two different options for water. You can bring in a pipe from your building and connect it directly here, or you can get the pipe and actually just fill up the tanks in here. The tanks are about 140, 150 liters clear water tank and about 160 liters gray water tank, or 170 liters gray water tank. So, and then this is your 3-inch drain that you guys requested. So you can connect your pipe directly to this, open the valve on the inside, and all of the gray water is going to come outside. Now that you've seen a little bit on the outside, we also provide you a key for this so you can lock it. So you can lock this into place so nobody's tampering with it. And now you've seen a little bit on the outside, let's go on the inside. So as you come into your custom 20 feet long food trailer, the first thing you're gonna see is your sinks. So you have 3-bay dishwashing sinks and you have a single hand washing sink. Everything in this trailer is all labeled for you, and so just to make it easy. So your switches, you obviously have a 100 amp breaker panel, and in here you're going to have your switches as well, individual switches for all of the items. For example, we have the water pump right here. We have the water heater in here as well. So when you're ready to wash dishes and you want to turn it on, so basically you want to make sure your breaker is on for the water pump, and then you're going to turn the water pump on and turn your nozzles. You have hot, cold. When you're starting the water heater new, it takes about 30 minutes for the water to be heated up. When you're not using the water, please make sure you shut it off because the pump just keeps going. So when it's not in use, just simply shut it off. But I'm going to show you how to use the main nozzle for your dishwashing. So this is the nozzle here for your dishwashing, hot and cold. And then when you're ready to use this guy here, literally you switch from the bottom to here and you're good to go. And it's a lot of pressure build up onto these ones to help you wash greasy dishes. All right, and we include a little latch right here, which you can just put in and lock it into position. Underneath this, all of this, so for your water system, so your water system doesn't freeze, we have a little custom back unit heater. And as long as this switch is in the down position, heater front is in the down position, your heater is going to stay on, and that's going to keep the water from freezing. So right here you have your gray water tank, which is all plumbed in. All of the water lines and dirty water goes into the gray water tank. And you have your clear water tank right here. You have a 12-gallon water heater back there. And right here you actually have your drain system, drain valve. So with the line is open, against the line is closed. So we're gonna leave it closed for now. And also turn off the water pump. And for all of the different valves and stuff in here, you see there are different nozzles. So with the line means it's open, against the line it's going to be closed. So for some reason, if you wanted to shut off the hand washing sink and just use the dishwashing, you have that option here. Your water pump is situated right back there. Again, that your 12-gallon water heater is up here. They're all fully plugged in. Those plugs are GFI. GFI means if water hits any of the plugs, the breaker trips right away, and you want to just wipe the area. If water hits it and it goes off, then you have a reset switch right into the plugs. Basically plug it in, press it in, and then go at the breaker, turn that on. That way your water pump and water heater is going to come on. So in case if you ever see that your water heater or water pump is not working and it's not coming on, it could be because the GFI receptacle has gone off because of some water or something in contact. So the breaker actually, just for safety reasons, it goes off and it turns off, and then you want to again wipe down the water right on this side underneath right by the plug. Then you're going to turn on the breaker at the breaker panel at the back. I'll show you in a bit. And then you can plug in your water heater, your water pump again. Then again, you turn on your switches right here. Up is on, down is off. So you have your little hand soap dispenser, paper towel dispenser. In here you have a little vent as well, which you can turn and open just to bring in some air circulation. Obviously keep that closed when you are driving. On the left side as you enter, you have an extra plug that you can plug in anything else you like. You can leave something in here. You have your front heater as we were mentioning before. So in this position it's off, this position is on. You have your indoor lights and you have your outdoor lights, off, on, right here. This is your 12-volt lighting system, so this only turns on once you're connected to your truck. Now, as you see on the left side here, you have your fire suppression system. So this is for your safety in case of fire or anything like that. When the nozzles on the exhaust hood go to a certain temperature, obviously the system's gonna go off, or you can manually turn on. If you see that there's a fire or something's happening, you basically can pull this pin right here, as you can see, and then twist. That will release all of the fire suppression system right on the fire in itself. So at the back end of the trailer, where you have your 48-inch salad prep table and your stainless steel cooler, on the right corner we have our breaker panel. This is a 100 amp electrical breaker panel, and we've labeled everything. There are some that are not labeled because there's nothing plugged into them right now. But for example, your griddle is up here, you want to turn that on. Your oven is here, you want to turn that on. Your salad prep table, deep fryer, your deep fryer right side, exhaust fan, food warmer, water heater, water pump, fridge and USB plugs, freezer, your lighting system, your heater sink, your deep fryer on the left side. Everything is nicely labeled. So when you come in the morning, you want to keep certain things on, like your heaters for your water system and maybe your lights and your fridges and things like that. And you can turn off things that you don't want to keep on. For example, we turned on our salad prep table. So you're going to see the temperature right here. And for all of this equipment, you're going to get manuals where they're going to teach you on how to set them, how to set the temperature. So for your salad prep table, you know it's on. Here's the different compartments for all your different toppings and things like that that you can put on. And your 40-inch cutting table. It's plugged in right here, and then it's actually connected to the breaker panel like we mentioned. On the right side here, you have a single stand-up cooler, stainless. We have the instructions and everything right on the inside for you, and all the different shelves. And these shelves, you can actually move them into different locations as you like. So if you have some things that are taller and shorter or whatever, you can move the shelves into different positions. And right here, you're going to see the cooler. So we currently turned it off, but you can turn it on and off from this location and actually set up all of the different temperatures and different things. So as you can see, this is your serving table, and we included a food warmer right on top of it for you. We have another food warmer where we're going to include it, and you can decide to put it wherever you like. You can put it on this side of the table, or you can put it right beside it, bring the extension and plug it in right there. We included a lot of USB plugs in for you right by the window, where you can actually plug in your POS systems, your phones, and charge them and things like that. For your open sign, it's plugged in right to the bottom, and then basically we'll include a remote there for you that you can turn on and off and have different simulations of the open sign where it can glow and it can flash and things like that. So there are different settings, and then there's different brightness. So now that you're ready to go, and let's say you want to serve your customers, let's open the serving window. Basically, we're going to slide these plexiglasses in, bring these latches up, put it to the left side, and I'll show you this latch right here. As you can see, the latch in itself It's currently locked into position, but we twist, lift, let go, and your serving window just automatically opens up. Brings in a lot of fresh air, and you can take the plexiglass and actually just close it for days that are going to be windy and cold days and things like that. So your customers can actually see you, but you can also see them as they're coming in. So on this side we have our countertop fryers. The baskets are right on them itself. Basically fill it up to oil. There's minimum and maximum. So when you have the green light, that means you have power. All you gotta do is turn them on into position, and you're good to go. And including for all four of them. Your countertop griddle is, the plug is in right here. We've insulated just so the heat and everything does not transfer, but you have to plug in your unit here, which is plugged in. And in order to get ready to go and start cooking, all you gotta do is turn the temperature up to the max, and you see the lights in all three. This is the nozzle that was broken in shipping. We're trying to adjust it and fix it, so by that time you receive it, you might receive it fixed, or we might have to send you another part for it. But give it 15-20 minutes and she will start warming up. You have from 0 to 480 degrees Fahrenheit. When not in use, you can lower it or turn it off. And underneath that, your griddle, you have your drip tray for all of the dirt and stuff like that you can bring in right here, and then you can throw that out. For your oven, so you have a 4-burner range, basically with the oven here as well. So when you're ready to go, all you gotta do is turn it on into high position, and same for all of these. And then give it about 10-15 minutes. They start warming up, and you can choose your different temperatures. They go from low to high. So for your oven, same thing, one by one. You can go from 0 to 550 degrees. Push that in, and good to go. Now, all of your equipment is locked into position, so they do not move or anything. They are screwed in. They do have mounts and stuff like that. So if you wanted to move them for some reason for cleaning, you could take the screws and stuff off, and you could clean it and put it back into position. Or if you wanted to change it or do whatever modification you guys wanted to do on it, you could. And these screws and everything, they're self-tappers. So with vibrations and things like that, some of them could come off, especially after this long drive that's going to go from Edmonton all the way to your location, to Naha-Dehe. So it's going to go on a long drive, but you want to make sure that to look at all of the screws and make sure that they're intact. If you see anything loose, please tie them up. For your exhaust hood, we have an 8-foot hood for you. Again, the fire suppression nozzles right here. If you ever wanted to take your filters out, all you gotta do is lift up, push it down, and you can take your filters out. If you wanted to clean them, so you have two double-sided, so you can clean one side and then use it, and then use the opposite sides. Basically, bring it in, push it up, down, right here. On here, we actually have your oil drip tray. This goes right under the hole right here, and this for any excess oil and things like that that's going to collect as you're cooking, and you can have that in your drip tray and then clean that as you go along.